I hope it's been a happy Friday. It's been the 16th day of February all day long, a day where we're seeing changes maybe a little earlier than what the National Weather Service has been calling for. We'll get a better handle on that in just a few seconds as precipitation has already rolled into the viewing area. Now we're just watching temperatures as they are dropping at a steady pace, the rate of which will determine, of course, when we possibly see all this change over to snow in some parts of western Kentucky, already getting in on some big, heavy, wet flakes. So much more about that transition that's going to take place tonight. Still looking at the potential for 1 to 3 inches for the viewing area. All that and more in just a few seconds. Still looking at that precipitation pulling out early tomorrow with cold air behind it. Probably not reaching freezing for daytime highs tomorrow. Number of headlines, number of indictments coming into the studio from McGoffin and Johnson counties. I'll report out what I can in just a few moments. I can report to you that Sayersville City Council has set a regular meeting for this coming Monday night, new meeting time at 7:30. A number of items on the agenda. And on a local governmental note, Menifee County Judge Executive Rick Stiltner has this week assumed the role of the 49th chairman of the Kentucky Council of Area Development Districts, the executive board of which, if you will, Stiltner, representing the Gateway Area Development District, succeeds KCADD citizen member Steve Thurman, who represented the Barren River Area Development District. Stiltner is going to have the position for a year. He's serving as Menifee County Judge Executive, has since 2015. Actively does Stiltner participate on several boards and commission, including the Kentucky Association of Counties, KACO, Board of Directors. The local connection to this report is that additionally, there were several individuals elected to the 2024 KCADD Board of Directors, and McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman will serve as first vice chair representing the Big Sandy Area Development District. ARH has earned accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. It's a program of the American College of Surgeons for the ARH cancer programs located in its facilities in Harlan Hazard, Highlands, and Middlesboro and Tug Valley. As a COC accredited cancer center, ARH applies a multidisciplinary approach to treats cancer as a complex group of diseases that requires consultation among surgeons, medical and radiation oncologists, diagnostic radiologists, pathologists, and other healthcare professionals that specialize in caring for the cancer patient. Patients will benefit from having access to clinical trials, screening and prevention events, other care, genetic counseling, rehabilitation, oncology, nutrition, and survivorship services. ARH maintains a cancer registry and contributes data to the National Cancer Database, a joint initiative of the COC and the American Cancer Society. The NCDB is a clinical oncology database sourced from hospital registry data collected from accredited facilities. That data is used to analyze and track patients with malignant neoplastic diseases, their treatments, and their outcomes, all in an effort to better help improve the lives of their patients. I've got some things to talk about by high school basketball wise. A lot of games canceled tonight for viewing area teams, not all, of course, with the impending weather. And I've got 3 men, including one local one, who are all in pretty good company with each other. I have that and a host of other news and information and indictments, which will begin our next local headlines right after a message or two.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Sagersville National Bank hopes to help you start the new year with financial freedom and peace of mind. From new services like Apple and Google Pay with your debit card to their more than century of being dedicated to being your personal or business banking institution, they're here for you with digital, phone, or in-person banking at both locations.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Cooked cabbage is back at your Sagersville Lee's, and so is the low-carb plate. I mean, yes, you can call it a low-carb plate because it is. There's barely any carbs in it, but it's also one of the tastiest meals we've got. And the healthiest, low-carb or not. With juicy roast strips, our famous green beans, and yes, that tasty cooked cabbage. A taste and flavor all its own, and only at your Sagersville Lee's.
McGoffin County Grand Jury returned a number of indictments yesterday. The Johnson County Grand Jury returned a number of indictments today, as I always do, holding those for at least 24, if not more hours, to give law enforcement ample time to try to serve those indictments before they are made public. With that said, we'll have Johnson County indictments next week. And with that said, here are the McGoffin County indictments that we can report on this evening.
22-year-old Christopher Caldwell of Sagersville has been incarcerated now and jailed in the Big Sandy for a number of weeks, indicted officially on charges of terroristic threatening in the first degree, falsely reporting an incident to law enforcement, public intoxication of drugs, disorderly conduct, and menacing. This goes back to actually an earlier report and events that took place on around October the 4th of last year when he was said to have called in bomb threats to not just the McGoffin County Public Library, but to a Sagersville business, Williams Electric, as well. Also claiming that he had assaulted a family member. Deputies responding to that family member's house, they found Caldwell talking out of his head under the influence, claiming that he had used enough meth or other drugs to wipe out the entire county, essentially. There were no explosive devices found at either location. He was arrested and charged with those charges related to yesterday's subsequent indictment. 42-year-old Nathaniel Stevens was named in two separate indictments, but for events that both transpired on around the same day of April the 5th of last year, indicted for possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia, 3 separate counts of paraphernalia possession, as well named in the separate indictment related to the same case of being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. The indictment brought before the McGoffin County Grand Jury by Fish and Wildlife Resource officers. Stevens as well jailed since at least February. And the last of the 3 indictments that we can report out on this evening, Jordan Keaton of Jenkins, also jailed for a number of weeks. He was indicted on a count of possession of a controlled substance in the first degree, methamphetamine. That case brought before by Tyler Lafferty of the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. Again, a number of other indictments returned by the current McGoffin County Grand Jury, all of which we will report to you on Monday, as well as all of those reported out today by the current Johnson County Grand Jury.
Still much more news to come right now. I think I've got at least one special announcement starting off tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. A birthday wish, as you may very well imagine, and as you also may have figured out, for Pamela Green. Happy 70th birthday I have been asked to relay to Pamela Green from a host of family and friends. Happy birthday to you, Pam Green. Happy birthday to you. Not today, obviously, but 1 week from today. And next Friday is your next chance to donate blood here in McGoffin County. The Sagersville First Baptist Church, as they have been hosting now for a number of months, will be again hosting the Kentucky Blood Center for Blood Drive next Friday, 1 till 5, and all those who so graciously donate will so graciously be given a very cool long-sleeve tee that says, "Be human, kind, and give blood." Cool shirt.
And it's 1 to 5. You can go to KentuckyKYBloodCenter.org online to get an appointment. Walk-ins are just as welcome and loved. If you can, in any form or fashion, be sure to stop by the Sagersville First Baptist Church next Friday. Stop by the community calendar to check out what's going on, or whose birthday or anniversary it is, or whose you would like to wish. To have those in the Independent, send those to Heather at SagersvilleIndependent.com. Funeral service announcements tonight. A reminder, first of all, services start at 2 o'clock Sunday in Paintsville for 68-year-old Frankie Sue Akers of Lomansville, who passed away Tuesday of this week at Cabell Huntington, survived by a daughter, her sister, sister-in-law, and grandson. Services again Sunday at 2 from Jones and Preston. Visitation will be from 11 till 2 that morning. And the following asked to be said in loving memory of Jack Allen, gone 10 years, sadly missed by his wife, children, and grandchildren.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sayersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away. You've seen the forecast, right? You know what season it is, so it is time to get ready. With New Year deals that are worth up to $200 off a new set of tires, and get your car running like new with only a $35 state-of-the-art computer diagnosis, and save all the payments for later with 6 months same as cash at Conley Tire and ConleyTire.net.
The Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band. Live in concert. Dirt on My Diamonds Tour. March 7th. The Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg. Tickets on sale now at People's Bank Box Office or MacArts.com. Don't miss the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band live.
Regardless of what season it is, you can always find fan favorites of the Ville, Salyersville, at the seasonal shop. For the dudes, Duke and Cannon, Turn Rose, and more. And always something for all the Hornet fans. And for all the ladies, it's always Wildcat season, and it all changes daily. That's why you always have to make a stop at the seasonal shop just next door to Fraser's Prater Drug Store. The best place for all your prescription, over-the-counter, and Radio Shack needs, with some of the very best hometown lunch specials and treats. They're a pair like you can find nowhere else but in Salyersville. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Let's talk high school basketball for a few moments, starting off with these three men at the top of their leaderboards statistically, and of course all in very good company with each other.
Let's take a look at Kentucky high school basketball boys' top scorers. That's right, it's top scoring leaders right now. We'll begin far left on your screen. Oldham County senior Max Green, a Holy Cross signee. He's averaging about 32.4 points a game, 52.1% from the field, and 44.2 from the three-point line. Next, you've got from Lyon County, point guard Travis Perry, a UK commit, averaging 29.9 points a game and averaging 29.8 points a game. And just behind him is McGoffin County's Aiden Barnett. Yep, sitting right now in third. He was sitting in the number 2 spot, as only a 1/10 of a point per game separates he and Travis Perry currently from Lyon County. Aiden Barnett, of course, who just not so many weeks ago hit a 3,000-point mark, then became the McGoffin County all-time points leader. He is currently sitting on 3,366 points with still some season to go. Yep, 3,366 points, just to say that again. And, of course, we've still got some regular season basketball. However, we do need to kind of go over the schedule, as there was to be a game tonight on the road, and the impending weather, of course, has nixed that, as it has a couple of games. But Aiden still has some regular season basketball, and we expect some postseason basketball as well to continue to add to that again, 3,366 points. He will not get a chance to do so again tonight as far as adding more points, because Shelby Valley's road game tonight has been canceled due to the incoming weather. Right now, it looks as though Coach Castle has only left on his schedule a Pikeville away game Tuesday, where the Hornets will be traveling. And then next Friday night, the boys and girls have a doubleheader here at home hosting East Ridge. So 2 more games left right now, unless Coach Castle can work in another game for a makeup on the season schedule. Tuesday at Pikeville, and then Friday at East Ridge. And that comes, of course, after that 74-58 win over Betsy Lane on Wednesday night that I showed you some highlights from on last night's show. The Lady Hornets, by the way, part of that doubleheader on this Friday, they were at Phelps last night, came up short 42-63 final score. They are hosting Jackson City Monday night at home, and then they're the, again, first half of that doubleheader Friday night at home hosting East Ridge, and that will wrap up regular season basketball for our girls. Johnson County, Coach McKenzie and his Eagles, 86-60 last night on the road at Belfry. They were to have taken on Floyd Central. Now, I'm not quite sure. The KHSAA website has that game set for tomorrow and a Knott County game on Sunday. I'm going to assume the dates are wrong on that, because not many Sunday games in high school basketball. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what they've got right now. And then next week they're on the road at Boyd County, and they're hosting they're at Shelby Valley on Tuesday. So if that Knott Central game takes place at home either tomorrow or Sunday at 4:30. That's their last home game for Central. Nevertheless, sorry about that, but that's what it says. Lady Eagle basketball, 83-59, Tuesday night, hosting Harlan. They are hosting Rowan County Saturday night. Shelby Valley on the road Tuesday. Lawrence County on the road Thursday. And that will wrap it up for the Lady Eagles, who are 22-2 right now on the season. Tiger basketball, 54-69 final score last night as they lost to Martin County at Martin County. That wraps up their district play. 0-6 for the boys of Paintsville, assuring, as we thought, Martin County will be the number 1 seed in the 57th district. Tell you more about the district in a few seconds. The boys from Paintsville are hosting Huntington Prep tomorrow at 3. They're on the road Tuesday at Morgan County and host Pikeville next Friday at home for their last game of the regular season. Lady Tiger basketball, 51-46 Wednesday night at Morgan County. They are supposed to host Belfry tonight. That game is still listed at starting up just a few minutes at 6:30. And then they're on the road Monday at Leslie County, and then 2 home games next week for the Lady Tigers. Wednesday, Hazard. Friday, Pikeville. And as you saw, the ladies from Paintsville sitting on a 14-10 run this far into the season, which is about over regular season-wise. Bulldog action, 56-53, an overtime game Tuesday, hosting Paintsville. They are supposed to be hosting Ashland Blazer tonight. Tip-off still set for 7:30 if that game hasn't been canceled. And Ashland Blazer for the boys, and next up for the girls of Lawrence County after a 57-49 win last night at Greenup County will be Morgan County, hosting Morgan County Tuesday night at home. They'll host Central Thursday night for their last game of the regular season. Now, let me say this, and I'll just use this that I used a second ago for a backdrop. 57th District Tournament action. It's not posted on the Kentucky High School Athletic Association website as of yet, but I can tell you it starts a week from this Monday. Monday, the 26th. The 57th District Tournament tips off at Martin County High School. Our boys will play on Tuesday, the 27th. Montgomery County Lady Hornets will play on Monday, the 26th, as I understand. We'll get caught up on all that next week. I've already gone through the seedings and pairings, and all that is unchanged. But right now, we've got a week from tomorrow before the 57th District Tournament tips off at Martin County. Looking forward to it.
Precipitation already arriving, as you can see over my shoulder, and some of that already turning into big, heavy, wet flakes in other parts of Kentucky. We're still waiting for temperatures to fall to that point.
All right, here is the most recent data. Literally, as we look outside, we're seeing flakes fall right now. Changeover is happening right now. Hard to see on the camera, but you stick your head out the window, you can see that we are indeed starting to see some flakes already change over, adding up to 1 to 3 inches of snow and or sleet. We'll get to that in a few seconds. I had 45.7 degrees at 5 o'clock. At the 6 o'clock time frame, we were at 38 and falling. Feels like about 35 with a 4-mile-an-hour wind. Had a maximum gust today of around 12 miles an hour here at the studio. Humidity is up there, as you can well imagine. Rainfall right now, we're still under 1/10 of an inch. That will change. And then, of course, we're seeing the change over to snow already. 7:22 for sunrise and sunset 6:13. And as rain turns to snow, you'll see that we've got a lot of moisture in the tank. Yep. Yellows and greens and blues, oh my. 1 to 3 inches of snow and or sleet expected tonight. Now, even though it is 38 degrees and we're seeing flakes fall, it's not going to start to stick for a little while, but indeed it will happen quickly, and snow could fall heavy at times at what could be 1 inch or 2 an hour as far as its actual rate, but we're not going to see that live long enough to it to add up to a whole lot of snow. But we'll leave it still at an estimate of 1 to 3 inches, a lot of moisture, a lot of cold air coming that will actually hit down into the mid-20s sooner than later. With nighttime lows around 26 degrees, northeasterly winds 7 to 15. And again, right now, an estimated 1 to 3 inches of snow and possibly some sleet mixed therein. And we're not going to pick up much temperature-wise tomorrow. There will be some flurries, I think, lingering into your Saturday morning. We will see gradually clearing skies tomorrow. By mid-morning, I think we'll start to see some sunshine, and ultimately right around 31 degrees, 16 for tomorrow night's low, and clear skies tomorrow night. So clear and cold tomorrow night in the low teens. For the latter half of your weekend, 44, sunny, 21 Sunday night and Monday morning. With that 44, expect to see some southwesterly winds, 5 to 20 miles per hour or so during the afternoon and early evening time frame. Sunday with, again, clear skies to wrap it all up. Taking us into next week, where we have still, as we had 24 hours ago, a nice little weather pattern. 31 tomorrow, low 30s. Mid-40s maybe on your Sunday, and then by Monday I think we'll start off in the low 50s, sunny, dry, and clear. Now with that, we're still stuck in the 20s, around 22 for nighttime lows Monday night. Sunny skies and mostly clear, so a pretty nice day. Sunday not so bad either, 44 and sunny with a little wind to have to factor in. Good news is that we've got temperatures after that continuing along the same pattern. As the graphic flips the script, we'll take a look at Tuesday's 54, mostly sunny, still dry, partly cloudy, and nighttime lows finally get out of the teens and 20s. Close to freezing, but it's an improvement at 33 degrees Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Check that out. A couple of days in the 60s for your Wednesday, mostly sunny and 60 degrees. Nighttime, late night rain chances of around 30% Wednesday night. A likelihood of showers and rain into your Thursday, still holding on to 60. Mostly cloudy, but a 70% chance of rain. And that system rolls out of here by Friday with still a lingering chance of some showers and colder air. We fall back from 60 to the mid-40s. Nighttime lows closer to freezing as we continue this up and down pattern. There's two good scenarios of it throughout your 7-day right there. That's going to wrap it up for me for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday.